Hello folks, this is K.W. Wayne from DSR Chats. Back in 2016, I started writing books again. I had taken quite a long sabbatical from writing, and I decided it was time for me to go back to writing again. What happened in 2016 was that I had gone to the Ohio State University Medical Center, and they had taken about 20 vials of blood and were able to find cancer in my blood. And then they started doing some scans, and I found cancer in my lower back. Well, they decided that it was a slow moving cancer and that I would probably have it for a long time. They told me that there would be a lot of pain involved, and they were not wrong. And they also told me that it was something that I could probably exist with for a long period of time. I chose not to go to the cancer center to have chemo or radiation. I decided rather to go with natural substances that I would use, and change my eating style and so on, so that I would have a chance of possibly beating it with all natural means. And so that's what I did. At that time, I had a granddaughter who was doing a lot of apps on, it was various types of apps. She was doing writing apps. She was looking at various apps where you would do videos and so on. And she got me going on a writing app and helped me set up my website. And then she also got me onto YouTube. Now, K.W. Wayne is my first and my second name. And so what I did, I decided, well, I'm going to use K.W. Wayne as my pen name and not use my last name. And so that's what I did. And so my future as a writer became K.W. Wayne, my pen name. So I started writing books, and I developed a family that last name was Green. There was a mother, father, and two brothers in the family, same setup as my family. They lived out in the country in a farmhouse, had a little farm, and a lot of the things that were common to my life growing up was common to the life of the Green family. Now, there were other people in the books that I was writing, but the Green family were the focal part of the stories, and everything that would happen to one of those people in that family of four were events that had happened in my life. It was through the fiction of those books that I was able to write about some of the different things that had happened to me. Now, the fact of the matter is that it was kind of a fun way and a comforting way for me to be able to talk about my life and to let people know various events that had happened and so on. It also gave me an opportunity to talk about some of our neighbors, some of our friends from the community that I grew up in. and gave me an opportunity to talk about some of the things that happened with friends and so on. But I enjoyed doing the books. The first one was called The Bear. The second one was called The Sky Watchers, which were angelic forces. The third one was called The Vacationer, and the fourth one, The Claw. Now, there were 3 books that were on the side as well. One of them was called K.W. Wayne's Short Stories, and there are several short stories there. And then one was called Carrie's Garden. Carrie in the books is the mother of the Green family, and the other individual, or the other book, excuse me, was the saga of Mr. Spike. Now, all 7 of these books had to do with my life, but they told a very incomplete story about my life. And I've been wanting to go back to that website and start writing again. There were a couple of books that were incomplete when I left that website before. Essentially, the rest of the books were complete. There were 3 other books that I had done that didn't have anything to do with my life. The 7 that I mentioned are the ones that were a part of the story and the storyline. And so I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start telling my story, but I'm going to tell not only the parts that I told during the writing of those books, but I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about the other parts of my life, things that I left out. Now, I don't think I'm going to write this time. I believe I'm going to do videos. Now, I had a YouTube channel at that time, and I was introducing my books on that, and it was called K.W. Wayne. Well, this time I have a channel. It's called K.W. Wayne's DSR Chats, and that is the channel that you are going to be able to see all the videos about my life. I'm gonna write Life 1, Life 2, Life 3, that kind of thing on each of those, and you'll be able to see them over there on DSR Chats. Now, normally on Good Day, Good Prayers, my videos run anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. On DSR Chats, they can last anywhere from a minute or two up to 5 or 6 minutes. So they're going to be short about different things that happened. And I'm going to go ahead and give all of the various parts of my life so that people will know the things that have happened to me. I think some of those things will be interesting from the standpoint that a lot of people actually have had similar things happen. And I think it'll be interesting to know how I dealt with some of those things. Now, as you can see, this video here is a little bit longer. It's going to be closer to 10 minutes. I think I'm going to put it on both of the channels. And if you remember to give this a like, and if you can remember to subscribe to both Good Day, Good Prayers, as well as to DSR Chats, you'll be able to get those videos about my life, and you'll have an opportunity to see some of the things that have happened in my life, and I think that you'll be very interested in a lot of the things that have happened. Now, you folks have a good day. Good day.